do a tutorial for this look that I have here, which is kind of a neutral with a pop of green on the lower lash line. I did this completely, I've never done this look before. This was totally as I was trying it out, and I said, let's just record it and see what happens. So I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. So stay tuned, and here comes the tutorial. As always, we're going to start by priming our face using the Revlon Color Stay Primer and just blending this out all over using our hands. And I have some zits that popped up, so I'm going to take my Maybelline Age Rewind, and this is in the shade Medium, and I'm just dabbing this on those to try to cancel out a little bit of redness before I apply my foundation. And the foundation I'm using is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and this is in the shade Buff. I'm just dotting it all over and then taking my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and just blending it out all over. This shade is a little yellow for me, but I'm going to try to work it out, so we'll see what happens. I got a little foundation on my eyebrows, so I'm just taking an eyebrow spoolie and just combing it through to get any of the excess foundation. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Age Rewind in Medium again and just dabbing it on my annoying little pimples to try to cover them up and doing some more blending. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline Dream Lily in the shade Radiant and making triangles under my eyes, down the nose, and just patting this in using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend it out. For bronzer, I will be using the Revlon Photoready and just an angled blush brush and just applying this to the hollows of my cheeks and just around my forehead to kind of warm it up a little bit. For blush, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Studio Blush in Candid Coral, and this is just a Sonia Kashuk blush brush. And then as a highlight, I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Drama in Coral, and this is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush, and apply this as a highlight on the tops of my cheeks, and then I'm going to apply the shimmery color onto my Cupid's bow to highlight there too. I'm going to apply a light contour to my nose, and this is actually a Crayola paintbrush that I randomly found, so I'm just applying this down the sides of my nose and across the front to contour. For my eyelid primer, I'm using the e.l.f. primer and just applying this all over the eyelids and then blending it out with my finger. I'm going to take this Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Bad to the Bronze and apply it with my finger to the eyelid, but I realized that my blush wasn't totally blended, so I just took a clean e.l.f. Kabuki brush and just buffed it out a little bit. Back to applying Bad to the Bronze all over the eyelid, not going up into the brow bone, just keeping it below the crease, patting it in with my finger. Next, I'm going to take this matte brown shade with the e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm just going to apply this in the crease using windshield wiper motions, just blending it back and forth, just to create a nice transition color when I start to use more colors. Now I'm just taking a clean brush, this is just my Sonia Kashuk brush, and just blending out the edges of the brown that I applied so it's not a harsh line. Now I'm going to take this taupe color and the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just pat this on all over the eyelid. It adds a beautiful sparkly color that I totally love on top of Bad to the Bronze. Love the way it looks. Now I'm just going to take this cream color, and this is from the Physicians Formula Canyon Classics, and I'm just applying this right under the eyebrow on the brow bone. Now I'm going to take this brown, and this is kind of an angle brush. I'll list all the brushes down below. And I'm just applying this, making kind of like a V shape on the outer corner. I kind of stamp it and then just blend it inwards to kind of create just a little bit of depth to the outer corner. Now I'm just taking my e.l.f. blending brush again and just blending out where I just stamped that darker color and just kind of pulling it in towards the inner corner to define the crease a little bit more. Now I'm taking taking a pencil brush and I'm going into this light golden shade, and I'm just applying this to the inner corner right around the tear duct to just brighten the eyes up a little bit. I decided I wanted a little more dimension in the outer corner, so I'm going into this deeper shade with my angle brush and stamping it on right there. As you can see, this really smokes up the look a little bit. So I'm just making the V and then just kind of blending it in, and then taking my e.l.f. blending brush again and just kind of sweeping it inward to blend it into the other colors that I've used. Time to curl our lashes, one eye and then the other. For my top eyeliner, I'm just using this May eyeliner, and this is in, I think it's just called black, and I'm just lining just a thin line along the lashes on the upper lash line. For the lower lash line, I'm using the Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Sea Green, and I'm applying this from the outer corner about 3/4 of the way in, because I have that gold color from around the tear duct about 1/4 of the way in. And to top that off, I'm going to go into the Comfort Zone palette, into this green shade with a small angle brush. And I'm about to go out of focus here, but I'm just stamping that green over the green eyeliner. For my mascara, I decided to use the Rimmel Scandalized Show Off Mascara. I haven't really used this much, so I'm just testing it out. And I'm applying this to the upper and lower lash line, except I got it all over my eyelid, as you can see. So I'm going to have to take a Q-tip and kind of blend it out without messing up the rest of my makeup, which made me a little annoyed. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. High Definition Powder and the small tapered brush and just apply this under my eyes to set my concealer. I wanted a nude lip, so I'm using this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade 800 Ferris Nude, and just applying this all over. No gloss, no liner today. So here is your finished look. I hope you guys like it. This was done completely on a whim. I had no idea what I was doing. All I knew is that I wanted to use my Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Sea Green, so this was based completely around that. And when I was looking through my stuff on what to use, I just thought that the Comfort Zone that the Comfort Zone from Wet n Wild would pair great with it, and I'm really happy with the way that the browns and the greens work together in this look. So I hope you guys like it too. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if there's anything you want to see me review as a love it, like it, or leave it, leave your comments down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.